he had been taken in an ambulance before this?
Well, I'd certainly heard he'd gone to the hospital, and traditionally the way you go to the hospital is in an ambulance, so it didn't surprise me to see this footage today. I also would just caution you that scanner traffic that's been reported may not be what was the reality when the paramedics arrived, but certainly he's been in the hospital. And my personal view is there needs to be a little more transparency here. Now, the Senate has been in recess for the last 2 weeks, so nothing's been going on with them in Washington, but the Senate does come back into session on Monday. My counsel to them has been, you need to send a letter to the people of Kentucky explaining what's going on, what your intentions are, and if you plan to get back to work as soon as you can, and what are the issues that you're focused on. I would be shocked if they don't communicate with the people of Kentucky by Monday. But my personal view is some transparency here would have saved them some grief over the last couple of weeks. But I expect we're going to see that over the weekend.
You said that you had spoken to him. What did he say to you exactly?
Well, he called me a few days ago, and we had about a 17-minute conversation. I looked at my phone log after we hung up to see how long we've been on the phone. And he just said, hey, just calling to check in.
Oh, my God!
Calling to check in. Sounded like he might have been aware that some people were, questioning, what he was doing. And so, honestly, Caitlin, I've had an ongoing dialogue with him for 3 decades. And most of our conversations revolve around politics, public affairs, policy issues. And so we talked about some of those on that day. And, frankly, he sounded like he was keeping up with the news. I'll also tell you that I've been in touch with the staff since that day. And I know he's been meeting with his senior staff, his legislative director and others, and getting some briefings on a few issues. To me, that sounds like somebody who's planning to go back to work.
Have you told them, Scott, that in the absence of them saying anything, conspiracy theories are prolific, as you've seen on social media. Are they aware of that? Is he aware of that?
I don't know how much of that he is personally aware of. He's never concerned himself much with
surprise, motherfucker.
Much with internet chatter or conspiracy theories or, frankly, what people think of him all that much. But I have told the people in his office that I am in regular contact with that I think some of the narrative around this is being driven by people who, frankly, are posting untrue, unhinged conspiracy theories, and that some transparency here would make a lot of it go away. To be honest with you, I was surprised when he called me. And one of the reasons I put out my post when I did, was that I just thought, hey, everybody sort of seems to think he's either dead or not capable of chatting. And since I had talked to him, I thought that was valuable information.